welcome, everybody. It's your boy, 901 Tommy, owner of Group 901. I am with the co-owner of Group 901. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Um, what's up, everybody?
Buddy, what are
I
you
gotta get
doing?
up. Gotta get up, bro.
Alright, yes, buddy. We are starting. They see you too. I have it where they can see you right now.
Chill, sleeping, bro.
Alright, so me and the co-owner today, we got a request from wait, dang. Wait. Just add like wait, I gotta see the name and then I'm gonna cut that out because I gotta find a name for okay. Wally Forever. I'm just gonna say that. Alright, you know what I'm saying, guys? Yeah, so me and the co-owner, we got a request from Wally Forever to talk about marketing. So we're gonna have a little marketing series. We're gonna go real quick over to the vocab. We have CTR, CPC, CPM, CPA, ROAS, impressions, etc. Today in this episode, we're going to be going over CTR, CPC, and CPM. So we'll probably do it by threes or whatever. So I'm gonna start off with doing CTR. Eric is gonna do CPC, and then I'm going to end off with CPM. So, CTR first off it means click through rate, the amount of people who clicked your ad after seeing it. So then we're gonna scroll over here. It says good and bad CTR. So good CTR would be people aren't scrolling past at the start, meaning your hook is good. The ads don't seem like ads, so it seems more like a lifestyle, or it seems like it resonates with people, you know what I'm saying? Also a clear message in the first seconds, so you're basically giving out the intent of the ad immediately. You're not adding extra stuff and all of that. And then at the bottom it has the percentages, so whenever you are doing your ads, these are percentages to look out for right here. You 5% would be like plus 5% plus would be like crazy CTR. Strong CTR would be 3 through 5%. Good CTR would be 2% plus, and then okay CTR would be like between 1 and 2. The bad would be people scroll past fast. So if people see your video just scroll immediately, then that means your hook was weak. You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't hook them in. Making the ad look too salesy. Yeah, if you make your ad look really like, oh, like when you have to buy something, like, oh yeah, get this, buy this, like, yeah, they're gonna scroll. The message isn't clear. People don't know what the intent of the whole ad is. They don't know like what's behind the ad. Like if you're making an ad about let's say, I don't know, like failed dreams in basketball, like you made a whole streetwear collection about failed hoop dreams, call it failed hoop dreams, and in the ad you're on the football field, the message isn't clear. Like I thought we were talking about hoop dreams, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure the message is clear. The audience, and then another thing, you could have the wrong audience. Like if you're selling streetwear and your audience are 80-year-olds, then they're most likely not gonna be too many of them that are gonna buy. So that could be a reason. Bad CTR examples would be 1% and 0.5, which would be horrible. That means throw the whole ad away. All right, so if you do see 1% or less, there are some ways that you can fix the CTR. Here's like a short kind of getting to the point. Number one is fix the hook. Streetwear buyers scroll very fast. It says, if the first second doesn't feel like culture, they're gone. Fix it by using movement in the first frame, a hard fit reveal, a bold on-screen statement, a creator doing something eye-catching, streetwear CTR jumps when the hook feels raw and real. So yeah, make sure that your hook is something that people won't forget. You gotta be different. You can't just add, check out this shirt, look at the shirt. You gotta do something like, let's say if someone's reviewing your clothes, like maybe they say something crazy like, does do my toes look good or something? Like I don't know, like something crazy. Like that's gonna make someone stop scrolling 9 times out of 10 to be like, what did they say? Like, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta think outside the box when it comes to that. Hard fit review, you know what I'm saying? If you find a creator who's really like people who's really respected, like and he does like a fit review, or he's known for like the hardest fits, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna get people to stop. It's things like that. You gotta really think into that when it comes to the hook. But yeah, so now we're gonna go to number 2. Show the fit instantly. So streetwear buyers want to see the silhouette, not a long intro. Fix it by showing the oversized drape, the back print, the texture, the full fit in motion. If they can't see the vibe fast, they won't click. So that means that you need to immediately, the moment someone gets on your thing, immediately get into the video. Immediately, the ad should already be, the message of the ad, all the elements of the ad should be displayed at the same time. It shouldn't be, look at my shirt, and that's all the way at the end of the video. All of that should be at the front of the video. Now that doesn't mean you have to put the whole offer and everything in the front. That goes while they watching the video. You could put the offer, whatever, but the main key points of the video should be first. Don't ever put the key points last or in the middle. Put the key point of the video of the ad first, or image. Okay, number 3. Make the ad feel like lifestyle, not a product demo. So don't make it feel like you're presenting at a board meeting with your product. Make it feel like something like you're like skating or something. You know what I'm saying? Like make it feel like this is what you live for. Like this is a part of your lifestyle. This ain't just a shirt or hoodie. This is something that you know what I'm saying. This is your lifestyle. Streetwear CTR dies when the ad feels corporate. Yeah, don't make it outstanding, organized, and corporate. You know what I'm saying? Fix it by using friends hanging out, rooftop, or alleyway shots, POV mirror clips, real people, not models, culture over clothing equal higher CTR. So yeah, like go to the skate park, go to the park or some, go in a parking garage, you know what I'm saying? Just do something that people can relate with. Don't go crazy and go inside of a big building, corporate building, and have a pie chart and everything. No one's gonna want to get your product or look at the ad in general if you do all that, unless that's what you're tailoring to. But number 4 would be talk directly to a specific type of person. Streetwear is identity based. Speak to your tribe. Fix it by using lines like, for the ones who don't fit in, for the chosen, for if you get it, you get it. Specific messaging pulls the right people in, more clicks. So yeah, your ad should speak to your ICP. So whatever that is, like let's say if you're in more of the emo-y kind of, you know what I'm saying, you should be targeting more of like pain or quotes, stuff like that, like pain quotes or anything dealing with that nature. If you targeting more like let's say, like if I were to say celebrities, for example, if you were targeting more of like a Chris Brown type audience, you gotta say something that's Chris Brown would say. What I like to do is I like to think about a celebrity that would wear my brand. If I gave it to them, that would most likely wear it if I had a choice, and take whatever aesthetic they have and the people that follow them and target those people. That is what you're supposed to do. That's how that kind of works. So whatever stuff they would say, whether they're a musician, all that, whatever stuff they would say or do, that's how you should be moving in your ads, but better. You know what I'm saying? Number 5, add curiosity or attention. Fewer buyers click when something feels exclusive or mysterious. Fix it by using most people won't get this. This design has a meaning. This drop won't restock. So yeah, curiosity equal clicks. So if you make your drop feel like there's only 50 pieces, or maybe like this hoodie has like type of pockets that others don't have and it's limited, or you know what I'm saying, or after this drop it will never restock again, or the meaning of the design is this something specific, you know what I'm saying, that's what's gonna cause curiosity and tension, like, oh, I gotta get it now or never get it again, you know what I'm saying. All right, so now if we scroll down, we will see some quick CTR improvement tactics. This is a little bit more advanced than what I was reading, but basically it says number 1, write headlines with numbers and emotions. So this is kind of what I was kind of saying before, but yeah, like your hook should have emotion, and it says numbers make your content more concrete and emotional triggers grab attention. In fact, headlines with numbers perform about 36% better than generic ones. Instead of tips for better results, try 7 proven ways to boost your revenue in 30 days. This works for an ad copy, email subject lines, and even title pages. So yeah, instead of just saying, oh yeah, tips for better results or whatever, or even if we want to put in a clothing brand sense, let's say you were trying to like market, like maybe how limited your drop was in the headline. Let's say you put, instead of putting something like, oh, I'm not gonna have too many of these, you would put only 50 left or something. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, oh, we're about to instead of saying like, oh yeah, we probably gonna run out or something, you could put specifically, oh, we got 20 pieces left, or we had 100, you know, we got down to 10, like, you know, stuff like that is what's really gonna get the people. Number 2 is upgrade your call to action buttons. A weak learn mode won't cut it. Your CTA should spell out the action clearly. Get started, download now, claim your discount. Strong action words set expectations and can lift CTRs by 20%. So you gotta be it's like you gotta be confident, you know what I'm saying? Learn mode, or you know what I'm saying, like them basic ones that they usually give you to pick, it's not gonna be good. You gotta do something that screams click on this now, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, get started, download now, claim your discount. Those are way better than learn mo or book a call or something like that. Those are like the normal ones, usually like Meta and TikTok business gives you to use. Number 3, it says use negative keywords to cut wasted clicks. So this is more for Google Ads. It says in Google Ads, negative keywords keep your ads from showing on irrelevant searches. If you sell premium tools, exclude free to avoid clicks from bargain hunters who will never convert. You can set this up in your Google Ads account. So yeah, so I mean, for Google Ads, basically take out like keywords like yeah, like free or if you're not running a discount, like yeah, like you're running like a premium brand, take out the word free or cheap or um affordable, stuff like that out, so those type of people won't be trying to click. Now this is for Google Ads, so that's whenever people type in, you know, those were like, oh, free tools or affordable tools or whatever. Instead, like you will want people to look up stuff like high quality tools, or you know, the best tools, things like that, to find your tools, instead of the people who want it like just a quick toolbox or whatever. Number 4, it says optimize for mobile first. So yes, all your ads, everything, emails, all of that should be optimized for mobile always, because most likely people are not going to be on a tablet, PCs, laptops. They're most likely going to be on the phone. It says more than 60% of web traffic happens in mobile. If your landing page or email template looks clunky on a phone, you're leaving money on the table. Responsive design ensures mobile visitors get a smooth experience that encourages clicks. So there's not too much to say about that. Just make sure everything you're doing, landing page ads, all that, is mobile friendly first, then make it PC friendly. Number 5 would be test limited time offers in your headlines. So that would be like 24% off, or buy buy one get one free for limited time, like 72 hours left, whatever. Like things like that. Like I say, urgency sales, a subject line like 24 hours left, 50% off, consistently outperforms generic promos. Special offers create FOMO and push hesitant users to act. And FOMO means fear of missing out. So whenever you create FOMO, you're creating the fear of missing out on your customers. So they'll feel dumb saying no. Like, oh shoot, if I don't get it now, then it's gonna be gone forever. You know what I'm saying? So number 6, it says target long tail keywords for higher intent. So I already said that, but it says instead of fighting over broad expensive terms like marketing, go for specific phrases like email marketing service for small brands. These searches usually bring in more qualified clicks and convert at higher rates. This is like basically like if you had a sweater, instead of putting black sweaters, you will want to put black grungy sweaters with cursive writing. Like if that's like, what um your shirt kind of is, or like emo sweaters, whatever you want to put, like streetwear sweaters, like something that pulls it down so it's not too broad. And then the last thing, it says CTR isn't about tricks, but about clarity, relevance, and timing. Small adjustments across your ads and landing pages can deliver an outsized impact on performance. So, and the thing is, it's not really, I was gonna say, and it shouldn't be taken, it's not so deep, like when it comes to marketing and stuff like that. Meaning that I'm not gonna say it's simple. It's definitely a learning curve, but it's definitely not the hardest thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? Just test things out. It's all about testing out. You know what I'm saying? Time and testing out. All right, so Eric, 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 buddy.
Yo.
It's your time to do CPC.
Oh shoot! Completely forgot. What's up? Alright, so time to CPC.
Yeah.
Okay. CPC, cost per click. This means how much you're spending per person that clicks on your website, your ad, the link in the ads.
Wait, screen share? So like when you go, like you can show the examples and I'll show it on the screen. My bad. Yeah, screen share, and I'm gonna put it down on the screen.
My entire screen?
Yeah.
Or the first board.
Or just the first bar.
That was good board.
Alright.
Does that look stupid?
Hold on. I don't know why my thing is like that. I'm trying to like full pop out. Hold on. Wait. I'm trying to like bless you. I'm trying to full screen this. Okay. You should be good.
Time to restart.
Got yeah.
Hey everybody. My name's Eric.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Anyways, We're going to be talking about CPC, which stands for click per or cost per click. This is how much you're paying every time somebody clicks on your ad or a link to a website, the link's in the ad. For good CPC, you're looking for...
You gotta zoom in a little more for me since my thing is, yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
I'm like fully in it right now. For good CPC, you're looking for no hesitation clicks, making sure people stay in there and stay interested. That'll keep your costs down. Make the ads feel natural. Don't make it seem all forced, like you don't want to be there. Keeping your right audience will keep all the cost of every click lower, just because you want the right audience. If you don't have the right audience, people will leave sooner, and that'll just make everything more expensive. You're looking around. You're going to be looking for $1 to $2 just to start off with, but eventually get up to the best of 50, maybe less, all the way up to $1. The things you don't want to look for or the bad things for CPC is people just leave in as soon as they see the videos. That'll make meta ads work harder, and if they get to that point, it'll start costing over $2, which is just eventually going to make you lose money. If it takes too long to get to the point, people get uninterested and just start leaving, which again will make them cost more money. Same point here. If you don't have the right targeted audience, it's just you might get hate for it. It makes it more expensive. Bad CPC, $2, $3. That's terrible. You never want to see this. That'll never get you anywhere good. For the campaign levels, you're trying to get people to your website just so you can make sales. The more sales you make, the CPC goes down. You're spending less money to get more people, which is what you want. So you just want everyone to go to the ad, click on the link, and just make as much sales as you can. This is what the bigger brands do. So the main goal is to get sales and watch your CPC go down. So when you're making the ad, you want to make the link pretty obvious. You want to catch everyone's eye, make them click on the link, CPC goes down, make sales, get more money. Advertise campaign budget. Do not hand Meta the key to spend your money. If you give Meta all your money, it'll try and spend more, and sometimes that doesn't work out. It just ends up spending more, and your CPC goes up, and then you spend even more money to get less people to see your ad, which would be unfortunate. I think I've done that before. You want full control over everything you're doing, so you'd want to do manual setup just so you could learn that way. Conversion location, you want to make sure it's your website, whether it's a clothing brand, a service, products. Make sure the sales, make sure everyone's like going to the product, just so it's not difficult to get them to where they're supposed to be. Makes everything easy and get their credit card details just so they can make buying way more simple. Maximize number of clicks. Make your ads interesting. Don't make them boring so people won't just skip over them. If people don't click, you don't make money. You spend more money. So you want people to click, so you make more money, and you spend less money. Bid control. I set this to $2. There's a bunch of differences depending on how you do it. Bid strategies, choose bid cap, then click more and click when you are charged. Impressions, see if it will let you change this link. Click CPC. Sometimes it won't if your account is new. What? Tommy. I did not read
Yep.
number 8.
What happened?
I don't know this part.
Choose bit cap, then click when you chart. Oh, that's just kind of like a little tip for it. I mean, you technically don't have to. I mean, you can just read it. It says choose big cap, then click more and click when you are charged and press and see if full charge. This this the link click. Sometimes it won't if you're in the account. If it lets you click, you are winning that ads. Could be gonna pay. This is estimate to miss to shrink your post. If you don't worry. Yeah, that's for something different.
I get all
That's
this.
for like the bid. It's a specific strategy, bid strategy. So yeah, that's something different.
I get all of this, the start and end date, so you don't overspend or underspend, so you can spend exactly how much you want. An hour from the time when you're making the ad, you want to put it like after you're done, just so you know you're not running the ad whenever it's not fully complete, and then make it a watch when it ends, just so you know you're not spending too much money. You always want to watch your start to end date. Budget scheduling, turn off, edit ad scheduling. That if it's doing good, if your ad's doing good, you want to run it for longer so you can make more money. If it's doing amazing and you sell out, you end the ad. And if it's doing terrible, the longer it goes, the more money you're wasting. So you just don't want to throw all that away. So you just want to end it sooner and find out what the big problem is. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Alrighty, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I go to sleep.
Not yet, cause you got to do the outro too.
The outro.
Well, I'm gonna do CPC, but I mean, sorry, CPM, but you gotta do the outro with me. But anyway, all right.
Okay.
So now we are on CPM. CPM is, we look over here, how much it is cost per 1,000 impressions, how much it costs you to show your ad 1,000 times. So we look over here, CPM, good CPM versus bad CPM. Good CPM, your audience isn't too narrow, so that means that it's not too squeezed in, it's a little broad, so it can go out to more people, because the more narrow that your the audience is, then that means the less people. So then your creative feels native, whatever they talking about. What does that mean?
So
like what is your creative feels native? What does that mean? Like it feels recognizable?
CPM. You wrote that one down. How much it costs?
No, you wrote that down.
No, you wrote that down.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
do CPM.
Your creative feels native.
You wrote this one down, buddy. How far up is it? Ad effect. That's CTR. Tell me, I don't know where you did this. What is this, CPM?
Yeah.
Your creative feels native. Oh.
It's good. We'll come back to it. I'll just act like it don't exist. Alright. Damn. So guys, so we're gonna be looking at good and bad CPM. So it says your audience isn't too narrow, your creative feels native, you're letting Meta optimize Advantage Plus, and it works well. Your hooks grabs attention early. You're not stacking too many interests, so that means more like you're not adding a whole bunch of stuff like, oh, Chris Brown shoes, car, like, you making it narrow. Good CPM is within $5 to $10. That's very good. Sorry. 10 to 15 is good, and then 15 to 20 is decent. So remember, that's cost per 1,000 people. Bad CPM would be audience is too small or over filtered, meaning that you're going way too specific. Too many interests stacked, meaning again that's kind of going and being very specific. Creative looks like a generic ad. Yeah, you don't want that to be it. Like, you want to make sure your creatives are unique. They tell a story, you know what I'm saying? You don't want them to just be, hey, buy my shirt. Weak hook, low engagement, meta charges mo. So whenever you do have low engagement and weak hook, then it charges mo per 1,000 persons. So keep that in mind. Retargeting pool is tiny. You're targeting the wrong country or wrong demographic. Um, if you have if other countries, if you target other countries, they could have a higher CPM, like in general. So just be aware of that. And retargeting pool, meaning that if it's not as much people to retarget. So keep that in mind, which would go into the over filtering and stuff like that. Bad CPM looks like $20 to $30. 30 to 40 is very bad, and then $40+ is crazy bad. Just quit at that point. Stop it. Stop the whole thing. All right. So if we scroll up here, it says how to fix high CPM, Streetwear Edition. Make your ads feel like culture, not clothing. I kind of already went through this, so I'm not going to explain this too much, but I am going to read it. Streetwear audiences scroll past anything that feels like a brand ad. Fix it by using iPhone clips, behind the scenes shots, friends hanging out, street shots, alleyways, rooftops, real people, not models. Streetwear CPM drops when the ad feels like a lifestyle, not a product. Use creators who match the aesthetic. So yeah, CPM will drop if the ad feels like it's like a lifestyle way of living, and not just, oh, a shirt or a hoodie and stuff like that. So make sure that's what you're doing with your ads, is that you're being over dramatic with your product. That's how I like to look at it. You have to be over dramatic with the product. Make the product feel like it's a living person with feelings and stuff like that. So be very over dramatic with your product. Streetwear buyers care about who is wearing it. Fix it by using creators with the right vibe, tattoos, skaters, gym rats, artists, etc. And this goes into what I was saying. Pick a celebrity that you would see wearing your brand and go off of that vibe to find the people, the what to wear, all of it, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Shooting in gritty or urban locations, so that's just like spots to shoot at, using people who look like your actual customers. So don't get someone who's a 10 out of 10 model, and you know what I'm saying, like they look like they modeled at Balenciaga. You want to get somebody that looks local, you know what I'm saying, someone that looks like someone you would see at school, but they know how to put it on, they know how to put that shit on, you know what I'm saying, they know how to dress. So that's kind of how you want to look at when it comes to like models and stuff like that. If the model doesn't match the culture, the CPM will spike up. Number 3, show the fit fast. And we already talked about this. You want to make sure that you're going like this with these ads, with the intent, all of that with the ads. You want to make sure it's immediate. It shouldn't be taking crazy amount of time to get to the point. You know what I'm saying? The first second, it should already get to the point. You know what I'm saying? Streetwear buyers want to see the silhouette, the drape, the back print, the oversized fit. If you hide the product too long, CPM rises because of engagement. All right, so now we got this long little thing of CPM that I'll go through for you guys, even though I'm tired. So I will mess up a little bit, but let's get it. Are you driving up CPM? First of all, know there are several ways you can drive up CPM. So this is gonna go through the ways that you'll drive up your CPM, which we kind of already listed, but that was more of like a just blanket. Number 1, targeting restrictions. If you choose to forego Advantage Plus audience in favor of original audiences, you will have the option of further limiting your potential audience. Advantage Plus, and I have it over here, just in case you don't know what it is. Meta's Advantage Plus audience is an AI-powered targeting system that automatically finds the best people for your ads instead of relying on manual interest or lookalikes. Honestly, the AI stuff, I wouldn't use them until you manually like do it yourself and find the right audience. Like I would, when you make your ads, I wouldn't really use the Advantage Pluses or any of that. I would just do it personally yourself, manually do it, manually find out, who's the target, like ICP and all that, and then work on it. And once you kind of get to a decent spot, then you can use the Advantage Plus to kind of supercharge that, where the AI is working harder on targeting the people that you already put the target. It also says it uses machine learning to expand beyond your chosen parameters when it detects better performance segments, helping lower CPMs and improving CTRs for most advertisers. So yeah, make sure you advertise first, try to see what's going on, and then use the Advantage Plus. When it works best, accounts with strong pixel data or past conversions. So literally, basically, what I was saying, just the pixels that already have data on it, ads that already have data on it. That's what you use on, not a brand new one with nothing on there. Broad creative that appeals to multiple audience segments. So if you have a brand that kind of appeals to like anyone, like let's say Nike appeals to everyone. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is a great example of a broad, like they make a lot of broad creatives because Nike really goes with like anyone. Everyone loves Nike. You know what I'm saying? E-commerce brands running conversion focused campaigns, especially streetwear lifestyle niches. All right. Common mistakes. Treating suggestions as hard limits. This blocks the AI's expansions. Using too many exclusions or stacked interests, it defeats the automations. Expecting instant results. Advantage Plus needs data to learn effectively. So it's basically saying let the AI work. Don't do too much, otherwise the AI cannot work. And don't expect instant results. Again, it needs data to perform. So you need to already have some data going on and let it perform and do its thing. Give it some time. All right. Now I got some pictures that kind of show like what it looks like, that the Advantage Plus audience, and making custom audience and stuff like that. So if we go back, we read the rest of the stuff, we learned what the Advantage Plus is. It says you will have the option of further limiting your potential audience, or custom audiences are provided with Advantage Plus audience. They are used as audience suggestion. But if you provide a custom audience when using original audiences, you can choose to limit targeting to those people only. Additionally, detailed targeting and lookalike audiences are used only as suggestions with Advantage Plus audience. In some cases, you can limit targeting to those inputs when using original audiences. In other cases, the audience may be expanded. All right. Of course, those who choose to use original audiences do this so that the audience can be restricted, but the restriction also limits the algorithm, which often drives up CPM. So just keep that in mind with the targeting restrictions that you're making your own audience. You like it's basically just saying that make your own audience, then use Advantage Plus. Don't try to have the Advantage Plus going and this and that and yeah, no. So and it's also saying you can limit targeting inputs using original. Quit those who choose the original audience. The restriction also limits the algorithm. Yeah, so scroll down to number 2, demographics. So when using Advantage Plus audience, the only an age minimum set in audience controls is considered a hard constraint. Otherwise, gender and age ranges are considered audience suggestions, and the algorithm can go where it needs to go to find your desired action. If you switch to original audiences, you can prevent ad delivery to people outside of your age range and gender inputs. While this provides more control, it applies a restriction to delivery. These are cases when limiting demographics can make sense, but many advertisers assume it's necessary when it's not. The assumption can drive up CPM. So, when you're doing the demographics, again, before you use any of the AI stuff, you really, 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 really want to do it yourself. Again, get the data from the pixel, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Find your ICP. You can go on ChatGPT and you can look up how to find like your ICP or whatever, and it'll give you like a little checklist that you can fill out. Once you find that yourself, then you can kind of go the AI route, because if you're not careful, you can run up your CPM and all the other metrics that we just went over. You can run it up and it won't be good for you. You'll be spending a lot of money for a whole bunch of hoopla. So make sure again that you are limiting the AI use with the meta. You are trying to do it yourself and then using that to just increase, because the AI controls are mostly just doing a lot of experimenting. So that's basically what all that is, you know, but the audience control stuff like that. All right, so we're gonna scroll down. Geography, which is basically like where people are at, just in case y'all don't know what that is. There's no secret that some countries are more expensive than others to reach due to advertiser competition. I primarily taught the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, and Australia, knowing that it will cost more to reach people there, but there tends to be an acceptable trade-off. You may not have a choice here, but the countries you target will impact CPM. Some geographical decisions are avoidable, though. If you choose to limit your audience to certain regions, states, or cities, that limitation restricts your potential audience size. While you might have a good reason for this, expect a higher CPM. This kind of depends. If you're selling, like, let's say for example, since we're doing like clothes and streetwear, it's always going to be better to target the United States than trying to target the whole world. If you were selling, if you had a business where you were trying to, I don't know, maybe you were trying to sell something medical, or something like something different, that's like more of like a worldwide thing, then that would make most sense. Clothes, I wouldn't target every place in the world because number one, there's certain places in the world that's not gonna be interested in like streetwear and all that. The only other countries I can really think about would be like over in the continent of Asia, like China and all them. Like those are the only places I mean that really like enjoy streetwear like we do, like Japan, China, stuff like that. Um, but no, I would just target the United States. Canada, yeah, you can. I would mainly just target the United States. I'm not gonna lie. Placements. Meta wants you to use Advantage Plus placements, which makes all placements available for delivery. If you want, you can manually remove placements, which will limit potential options for the algorithm. For placements, I'm not gonna go too in depth because I'll be like a broken record saying this over and over. But the whole AI stuff, all of this is just ways that you could be running up your CPM. So I'm not gonna go too deep into placements, but just know that that's another way you could run it up if you're using the AI version of it. You can run up your CPM like crazy. So on all of these things, if you're using the AI, like the Advantage Plus versions of all these options, it can run up your CPM like crazy, which is not good. All right, so if we scroll down, we have the estimated action rate. One of the factors that impact your performance in Meta's ad auction is the estimated action rate. This is the estimate of the probability that a person will engage with your ad. A high estimated action rate could help you win the auction. I'm tired. Sorry, guys. With a lower bid. A low estimated action rate could have the opposite effect. Essentially, this is all about creating ads that inspire the action that you want. If you don't do this well, you could drive a CPM. So yeah, this is basically like intent, like letting people know what you want. Don't have your ad if you're making a lifestyle ad, make sure you have the product in there. Now, earlier I was saying you don't want to make your ad feel like an ad, but you have to remember that it's still an ad. So don't forget about the ad, like the ad part of it. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that when you're hooking your viewers in, that you're using lifestyle elements and stuff like that. But as the video go on, you want to make sure that you're highlighting your product, but in a way that fits like a lifestyle. So you're just doing it differently, but you want to make sure that the action is clear, like what you want people to do in your ad. So that's technically what that is. If you're not clear on that in your ad, then it's gonna run up the CPM. People not gonna know what's going on, so they gonna click off. Low quality ads will be literally like if I right now took a shirt, if I took one of my little branded shirts and I buy this shirt right now, peace, you know what I'm saying? Like that's low quality. Like what? Like a high quality ad would be more like, let's say you paid an influencer. I'm gonna give you an example. So if you paid a influencer, a high quality influencer, to unbox your brand, and let's say the hook of the video was top 5 streetwear brands that ship their clothes, like, or Instagram brands that ship their clothes fast or whatever, right? So the hook is really, people are not really gonna click off because number one, the hook is pretty good. Well, maybe me just saying it out my mouth, like putting all that in, isn't that well, but the concept of the hook is what I'm saying, targeting the fact that you ship fast, top 5 brands, meaning that best brands with like the best looking clothes that ship fast, Instagram brands that ship fast, because you know a lot of people don't be thinking Instagram brands ship. So if you were to look up top 5 Instagram brands that ship fast. That's a pretty good hook because you're covering different questionable elements people would ask, you know what I'm saying? And that'll attract people to watch it. So then they open up the shirt, put a fit on immediately like this, put a little fit on, show it, maybe talk a little bit of, about it, whatever. That's an example of a high quality ad. And y'all probably seen ads like that, but that's a really good high quality ad form is hiring is getting a creator to do something like that. Um Other than that, that's really it. I can go over let's see, did I already read this? Yeah, I did. So that's really it. We went over CTR, CPC, and CPM. Tomorrow, well, next time, next stream, we'll be doing CPA, return on ad spend, ROAS, and impressions. That's what we're gonna do next time. Hopefully, we won't be as tired. Cause I'm not gonna lie, it is 3 in the morning. I'm pretty tired. We kind of try to cook this up quickly. But yeah. So I guess I'll just kind of ramble on a little bit more about ads and then I'm gonna end. But another thing too, like these, I'm just gonna give some tips. One thing that really like helps ads that I've seen, cause me personally, when I used to resell, I used to pour thousands of dollars into ads, and I honestly didn't know what I was doing when I was doing it. Right, this is when I first started. And one thing that really helped was just testing stuff out. When you make an ad, like let's say if you have a clothing brand, whatever, don't just shoot one video. What you need to do is you need to first of all write out a couple, maybe like 5 to 10 high quality ideas for the brand, and then you need to have a bunch of B-roll footage, which would be backup footage just to post, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So high quality ideas would be you going to, like, let's say a streetwear event, like a fashion show, and showing models, stuff like that, whatever. That would be more high quality content. And more low quality content will be like maybe just the model wearing the shirt and you're just showing the fit, something simple. That's like B-roll footage, so there is a difference between, it's called high and low intent content, which another day we'll go all into that. But again, so make sure when you're doing your shoots, whatever brand it is, it doesn't matter if it's clothing brand, you got resale, whatever you do, you want to have at least 5 to 10, my bad, let me get my other arm out, 5 or 10 different viral ideas. And then you want to make a whole bunch, like I'd say if you can, like 50 clips of models, photos, all that, at least like 25 to 50. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put all that together. You're gonna make videos of that, you're gonna take the 10 viral, you're gonna put that together, throw in the ads, probably throw a little $10, $25, $50, see what's working, see what's going on. And sometimes it's not the video, sometimes it can be small things like the title, or maybe this clip. And in the meta ads, which we will go into on another day, you can check where people click off on your videos. So if people love the hook, if your hook was really good and they stayed, and let's say in the middle of the video people click off, like the click-through rate goes lower, then that means that something in the middle of the video is throwing people off. Or maybe if it goes at the end, people click off before they see the 20% off. Let's say you have, sign up for our SMS list at the end of the video, but before they get to that, people are clicking off. That means something right there is throwing people off. So you want to experiment, you want to kind of re-edit the video and shift stuff around. So when you're doing ads, bro, do not overthink it. It's more of trial and error, you know what I'm saying? It's not no secret cheat code where you do this, do that, boom, you're done. It is trial and error. You just make sure you take a bunch of clips, whatever you're doing, brand, whatever, take a bunch of clips. The more clips you take, the higher chance of a good ad you'll have, because you will have a lot of clips to work with, and then you can start mixing stuff together. You can start, you know what I'm saying? So the more footage you have, the better your ads are going to be, because you have a lot more to play around with. If you just take like 3 videos, then you only have like those 3 videos worth of footage to work with. Now you could merge and split and do all that and put it together, but if it was way different if you have like 10 viral video ideas and then you have like 50 random clips and shots and all that. You know what I'm saying? So another thing too is, like I was saying earlier with the when we was reading about the CPC, and about like, and I was talking about the little AI stuff and all that. Sorry, CPM. We was speaking about CPM, and I was speaking about the like the little AI stuff that they be having going on. I was saying about how with the CPM, like the little advantage pluses and all that, placement plus all that, you want to make sure that when you're testing these out, you're letting the data run. Don't run it for one day and then look at it and be like, oh my gosh, it's not working. You want to run it, you want to split your money up where it's running for a couple of days, almost a week, and then look at the data and see what's going on. So don't look at it in a couple hours and be like, oh my gosh, it's not working. You gotta give it time. Give Meta time to reach out to people, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So the more time you give it, the better it's gonna get. All right. So I'm gonna tell you what you would do when you do find a good ad. Boom, you put it through trial and error. You see good metric numbers, like let's say you see $10 spend worth of CPM, you see $1 worth of CPC, and you see around 2 to 3% of CTR. What you're gonna do is, after that, you can either try to create, let's say if you have a whole ad creatives, and under the ads you have like a little ad set, and you have, you know, a bunch of ads. You're going to want to try to copy the best ad and use that same formula for that best ad for all the other ads so they can do better. And you're going to also want to target the ad spend on that ad. And then on top of that, you can start going editing that ad and adding the AI metrics on there, so the AI can work automatically to start targeting more people, you know, people you weren't even thinking about. That's like, oh, this will be good to target this person and that person. So that's when you want to really use the AI, you know what I'm saying, with stuff like that. And that's kind of how you would scale that and scale your ads so you can start making some serious money. But anyways, guys, I'm really tired. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. I have to get up and I have to work on a brand, so in the morning. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end the stream here. I seen a couple people coming in, tuning in. Again, tomorrow I will be well, not specifically tomorrow, but when we do, me and my boy do a video again. It's gonna be about CPA, return on ad spend, and impressions. So make sure you stay tuned to that. Make sure you follow, like, sub, join Group 901. We have a free ebook about marketing. So if you don't want to hear me talk for almost an hour, you can look at my ebook. It's free, no cost. Promise you this is not an ad. No, I'm playing. But yeah, man, make sure y'all join, and you can just join the group. You don't want to check out, you can just join a group. I just want, you know, we need people that want to grind, want to improve brand wise, stuff like that. So anyways, guys, appreciate y'all for watching. That's it for part 1 of the marketing. And yeah, and also shout out to my boy, what was it, Willie? Sorry, I low-key forgot his name, but the one that gave us the idea for this. Shout out to you, my boy, if you're watching this right here. Hopefully this video helped you and many others. Peace.